Welcome to Target Lock TV. This is round 5 of the Swedish Open Online X-Wing Championship. Today we have Johan Bisenius on the right-hand side playing a separatist list, and we got Kaspars Burlindzs currently in the Swiss lead with a Rebel Alliance list. And by my side I have the lovely Funwok. Welcome.
Hey, it's very nice to be here. I was very excited for this tournament, so I'm very happy that you invited me.
Oh, thank you for hanging out with me today.
This is very interesting here. We have more or less Rebel Beef list on the top of the standings, and I haven't heard those words for a long time.
No. That is true.
Kaspars, I think you told me, is from Poland, and Johan from Sweden. So
Yes.
Another international match.
He is from Latvia, actually.
Yeah, Latvia, right. Sorry.
Yes.
Latvia, one of our new European friends from Latvia.
Which is we're very happy to have all these international guests. Oh, sorry. I just switched the table around. There we go. And Kaspars got the initiative.
Yep.
So, sorry about that. There aren't that many Rebels lists in this tournament, to be honest. So I was quite happy when I saw this one was at the top, the very top.
I think there are only 5 or 6 Rebel lists altogether for 86 or 87 players.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, there's not much options. You can really fly for Rebels in hyperspace, which is super interesting.
Yeah, we got 5 Rebels lists, which this is the smallest faction, and that means that all Rebels players are getting their top 5 faction bonus
easy
card.
Prizes. Easy prizes.
So
what's the prizes for the top faction players?
It is alt art cards. Let me... I can see them. Some awesome Jango Fett. We got some Boba Fett.
Oh, very nice.
Let's see if I can put them up. Stream. Got some extra time now when players are setting up. So we got the Etsy, we got the Jango Fett, we got Kylo Ren, Chewbacca, Admiral Cherno, Plo Koon, and Boba Fett.
Ah, nice. Very good choices.
Very good choices, and very beautiful alt art cards provided by Genius Art. You should check
Trinos
out.
is like one of the best X-Wing artists right now we have, right? Like, his alt art's amazing.
True that, and I put a link to his Etsy page in the description.
Yes.
So check it out.
Yeah, seeing the cards on the stream, and it's very good art.
It is. Daniel is saying hello. Daniel, who was commentating our third game today.
I was listening to him. He was trash talking me, so I have my eyes on him. No, Daniel's amazing. He was doing the stream for the DXM for the German Open and getting lots of euros, lots of giveaways and prizes.
Yeah.
He also was responsible for the price logistics, sending out everything to everybody, which was helping me out a lot.
That's gonna be a new experience for me in a couple of days to weeks.
The post office is gonna be very happy to see you around. Lots of packages.
Yeah.
Alright, let's think a little bit about the list here. We have Rebels on the left, Separatists on the right.
Do you want to break down the lists? We can start already now, actually.
Yeah. Do you want to do the intro first?
No, we're on. We're already live, so.
Right. So let's go with the list here. We have Kaspars on the left with a pretty good old Rebel beef list. We have the 10 Numb and Brilliant B-Wings, which they're amazing stress abilities. So they are almost always double modified for the offensive shots.
Yeah.
Together with them, we have Garvin Trace in the X-Wing.
Yeah.
So after you spend a focus token, you may choose one friendly ship at range 1 to 3, and that ship gains another focus token. So more or less another good support piece for his buddies. Then we have Dutch for the target lock actions, with iron torpedoes and iron turret. And also thermal detonators for bombs.
Yeah.
And this is a very, very, very offensive list. You are not art-watching much, you are just trying to joust your enemy. You're trying to get double modified shots for all 4 of your ships, with the Garvin and Dutch abilities and the Braille and Tenam stress abilities. And then you just hope to delete your enemy before they can shoot back.
Yeah. Just breaking your enemy.
Yeah, it's just so much firepower. On the right side, we have... I'm not saying a counter list, but maybe that list from Johan on the right has not a bad chance to deal with the Rebel Beef here. Because you're flying Zam and Bureaucrat on the Nantex, a new one with gravitic deflection.
Yeah.
Both of these ships are initiative 5, so that they can fly after the Rebel Beef, trying to outdodge a bit. And you have Grievous with, if I'm counting it correctly, a 1-point bit in the list.
Yeah.
Also at initiative 4, which means he could give first players to Kaspars.
I have to get in here. Johan needs a promotion in order to finish his setup, so that's why it takes forever. So if you could help with that.
There we go. Thank you.
Cool. Welcome. Enjoy.
Thanks. Seeing that he was sneakily reconnecting, trying to fix some tech issues.
Yeah.
So, about Johan's list, I think he has a good time against Rebels here, because with a bit and first player choice, all his 3 ships are aces now, who can try to avoid the big joust.
Yes, so this is Latvia versus Sweden. I know Johan has been practicing a lot on the Swedish Discord forum. It's gone.
Yeah, Johan is very active on Discord. You see him a lot hanging around different servers and having his strong opinions about X-Wing. No, he's helping a lot on the X-Wing mod server, for example, testing new stuff from Flipster, so very helpful. He's using Zam, right? Like one of the strongest meta piece we have for Separatists right now in the Fire Spray. You have Doku, you have Thermal Detonators, Slave 1, Boba Fett, and Treacherous as an upgrade for all of the Separatist ship.
Yeah.
Very nice about Treacherous. It also works when enemy ships are obstructing the shot, right? It's not only your own ships. All ships on the board, when something is obstructing, you can use Treacherous to get rid of one damage result.
That's very powerful.
Yes, it's very powerful, especially against swarmy enemies, like we have in the hyperspace meta right now, with all the M3 swarms, TIE swarms, etc., etc. But also good against Beef, because Beef, they want to fly in formation close together for the offensive super shot, and that means there's a good chance that you can trigger Treacherous. Alright, game is starting.
Yes. Kaspars collecting his focus tokens, thinking that there will be no firing this round.
It would be sad if Zam goes 5-4. What will... No. Zam will turn away, I think. Pretty sure. There will be no Zam joust against all the beef.
No, he's the bait here.
Yeah. So Johan setting up all his ships like aces do, right? Like in all corners of the board.
Yeah.
Trying to get some good flanks against the beef. And he really wants the beef to go into the obstacle field to break them up a bit, to make them look in different directions to get good flanks.
And Sam pilot card starts with 2 active charges, so that he can use his ability from get-go.
From the beginning. Yeah, I think everybody agrees that Zam on the fire spray maybe, but for certain Zam Gru is a little bit undercosted. Because the ability is just so strong. You get like 3 target locks, you get bonus attacks for like 4 points as a crew. So I won't be surprised if AMG, when and if they do the next points update, they will fix it, for sure.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see how AMG is gonna handle all that. It's... I mean, it's... Sometimes it felt like it's been hard getting through to FFG.
Yeah.
But they might have... I mean, I know that there's a lot of opinions in the X-Wing community about everything, so...
It's true. I mean, like... we have lots of feedback for FFG, right? But I think in the overall they did like a good job with X-Wing.
Yeah.
Like, not a perfect job, of course, but generally, like... made some right decisions.
Generally, very happy with this game.
Yeah. And yeah, very interesting to see how MG will like that take on the game, right? Like if it will be very similar, if they like do something more different. The important thing to remember is that we have to give them a bit of time. I think, like,
of course.
On their stream, the recent big announcement stream for the new packs, they already said that X-Wing production and development time, it takes usually from the first idea until the ship hits the table, it takes around like 18 to 24 months. So nearly 2 years of all the work. And you have to remember that all the work from FFG is not gone, right? Like all the next waves, that's all FFG work still. And AMG has to choose through that first and adjust that a bit. But it will take a bit of time before we can see more distinctive, more special AMG ideas. The chat asking for the tabletop TO link. Give me a second.
I'm actually trying to do a link.
All right. That's Marcel in the chat. Like one of our German players, one of our best German list builders, actually. He goes under the nickname Dali internationally. And he was like one of the people who like more or less flew like Boba Koshka for the first time. Like more or less invented the first double spray list for Scum. He flew a lot of Rear Admiral Shirano and Whisper, which was like a strong list for a while.
Now I'm back. Sorry.
Very good. Yeah, no worries. So, Dali, there's a link for the Swedish Open.
Yeah, please don't break TTO. Wait a few hours until Dion starts.
Just wait after the round 6 starts, right? After that, it's all good. After that, we don't care anymore.
Got some nice paint jobs here on Johan's ships. Green and gold. So we'll see a thermal detonator now. Just keeping those rebels safe distance.
Yeah, a bit at bay. So there's a flanking opportunity for Grievous here. Like, he has a big channel to turn into. If Rebels don't decide to go all in on him.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big surprise here. Rebels turning in, trying to take the center of the board. They have to be a bit careful here to not engage too much on the right side with the asteroids because of the Nantex tractor shenanigans.
Dutch taking it slow.
I think this game will be very much about Johan here, if he can arc dodge most of the shots and if he can maybe put one of the enemy ships on the asteroid to avoid more incoming fire. Johan thinking about the boost, maybe with a linked action to get a good first shot here, first engagement. He's going in for the boost.
Yes.
And I don't think there is any arc or range on Grievous, which means this is a free shot, but the round after that, Grievous may be a bit of a trouble here, alone against all the rebels.
Yeah. Johan needs to throw in some candy here to have them chase something else.
Yeah. Oh, there's no ensnare here. Right, it's not ensnares. Gravitic deflection. Oh, no tractor shenanigans on the enemy. Oh man, I think we are just so used to seeing like high initiative Nantex with ensnare.
Is he tractor forward at least?
Yeah, he's tracking forward for himself to maybe get the shot. What does gravitic deflection actually do? While you defend, you may reroll one defense die for each tractor chip in your attack arc. Okay.
It's 3. 1 hit.
In the box.
In the box, yes.
In the box. Alright, rerolling the out of the box roll.
Thank you, Mikael. He's spending focus for 2 hits. Taking 1.
B-Wings are fine, plenty of shields.
Yeah, big shout out to Mikael, who's helping me out today with the stream, doing the overlay and making my life a little bit easier.
Huge shout out to your crew, man. Like, good people taking lots of stress away from you. No shots into Grievous, but
No
one
shots.
shot into the Nantex. Range 3, and Nantex has no token anymore. This is a bit dangerous. The good thing here for Johan is that Bran didn't do his stress move. So he has no rerolls.
He spends focus.
Yeah.
Or hit crit.
Oh, and no evade at all. Hit crit. Uses his chromatic ability to reroll for 1 evade.
But that's 1 crit. Console fire.
Console fire. Ooh. I think this is the first time I saw chromatic deflection work in real life.
Grievous will have a shot on Braylon. Focus. Oh, yeah, that's his reroll and focus for 3.
Grievous is such a good ship for Separatists.
Yeah. Separatists are strong.
Yes,
now.
very strong. Like, you haven't seen too much of Grievous earlier with like the swarm meter, because droid swarms and bomber swarms are just so much better.
Yeah.
But now that the points got a bit adjusted and hyperspace is in different environment, Grievous is just a good piece for the price. Like with Soulless 1, you get like 2 extra hull and an ability for not much points. You have Imperium Plating to get rid of some of the crits. You have Treacherous, you have the good ship ability of Grievous, and all of that just for like 56 points, which is full okay. Very fair.
And it's actually half points on Braylon now, so Johan is in the lead after the first round of shooting with 26 points.
Yeah, very big round for Johan, yeah. Very good. And Kaspars needs to decide now, like, does he try to maybe block Grievous and go all in on Grievous? Does he go all in on the Nantex? To snipe some easy points, maybe? The Zam will be turning in for sure next round.
Yes. I think he's gonna try to get away with Grievous, and
yeah.
He's got nothing to get
to gain if he stays in the fight, right? Let's check the blues for Grievous. It's only the 2 banks and 2 and 3 forward. So, 2 bank left probably hits the debris field, right?
Yeah.
That's still like... There's a very good chance that Kaspars is not turning around with this whole fleet to chase Grievous, so maybe you park on the debris field for a round. And then you are behind the rebel fleet and can do some heavy damage with like the out of arc shots.
Yeah. I mean, if you would put yourself on the debris, you might bump Braylon. Anyway, because you get a better... It's moving first.
Oh, and goes all in on Grievous here. Interesting choice. But needs to do the barrow now. He needs to get the stress token. Yes, barrow to the right. Fails. Gets a free stress. He was for sure missing the rerolls last round. Going all in Grievous, very interesting choice here. Didn't think he would make it, but maybe he's surprising both us and Johan here.
Yeah, this is gonna get hard to run away from.
Yes. So using the S4s for 10 nump, barrel roll first, link it action into target lock for stress. Yeah, everybody looking at Grievous.
Closing that empty slot, which you could have used to go really fast and past all of them.
And I think it makes kind of sense because the blues are very limited in Grievous. And look at that. It's the 2 bank to the left, bumps into Braylon. Like you said earlier, very good call. It's a very sad Grievous looking at the whole Rebel fleet. But on the other hand, free open flank for both the Nantex and the Fire Spray.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see here, Johan was expecting the Rebel fleet to go onto the Nantex.
Yes.
Fixing console fire. Sensible choice.
Yeah.
I think Sam needs kinda boost into the fight here, helping her buddies out a little bit. Yeah, that's the boost. So Sam and Nantex both getting a couple of shots in, but then it's getting so dangerous for Grievous.
Yeah.
And Rebels looking a bit in the wrong direction, right? But they're stressed, so they need another round after this to turn around, which is a good thing for Johan, but he may lose Grievous here.
So we'll see if Sam triggers in the end of this round as well.
Oh yeah. I just personally choose to ignore all the Sam triggers and just let my opponent just do his thing.
Yeah.
It's way too much text.
I hate Sam Weasel.
Yeah, it's way too much text.
There we go.
Oh, but I think he called Doku for a crit.
Yeah.
Right? No, you can't do that. You already got a crit.
Yeah.
Right? Oh no, he's using Slave 1. He's using Slave 1, I see. Yes, caught Doku for a crit, so crit was already on the board, using Slave 1 to turn one hit into a crit.
And that's 1 shield on 10.
Yes. 10, I'm deciding to spend the stress here. I'm not liking it too much, but on the other hand, it means that 10 up now is stress-free and can have an easier turnaround next time.
Yeah.
So that was more important here for Kaspars than keeping the stress for offense.
Yeah, Sam won't trigger.
Yeah.
You see, I hate Sam, that's why.
Yeah.
It's just too much to keep track of.
Yeah, I know, right?
So let's see if we can, if Grievous will survive this.
So Garvin really wants to see a focus result here to spend his focus token. So he can give Dutch another focus token. And he gets his focus tokens.
And
Spending his target lock for the blank. Oof. Decides to give Tenant the focus. I see. Spending stress for defense, getting focus for offense.
So Grievous takes 3 there. It's 2 shields and 1 hull.
He can use Treacherous now.
Oh,
I think.
yeah.
Using Treacherous because the shot is obstructed by Braylon. Braylon gets also a strain token. Takes only 2 shields. But is that enough? You have 5 hull left on Grievous. 2 more shots incoming, but only range 2.
This is a range 1, is it? No, it's range 2,
Looks like range 2.
There's the focus. And target lock. Hit crit.
Perfect roll.
1 crit will go through at least.
Like maybe, we have Impervium Plating active.
Yeah.
So it's always a maybe with Grievous. He's checking for his ability, but that's still inside Grievous arc, so he can't use his Soulless 1 reroll trigger. Checking again.
If first you don't succeed.
Yeah. Let's see, what is the chat saying? The chat is saying I think he's out of arc, so he may have a trigger. Yeah. I think we trust the chat, right?
Yeah.
So he can use Soulless 1, but rerolls into blank. Didn't matter.
Hit crit, so let's see what a crit is. Yeah, it's a top 16 cut.
It's a ship crit, which means Impervium Plating active. Away goes the crit. Oh, this is so annoying. This is like mega annoying. Right? Like, you got the crit, you earned that crit, but then Imperium Plating says, no, go away.
Ah.
And think about it, with the Treacherous trigger and the Imperium trigger, that's 2 damage, which Grievous didn't take.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite amazing that it's still alive.
And it can matter right now, right? Like, Dutch had a chance to kill Grievous here and 2 hull, but he decides to go for the Iron Torpedo, because now that Grievous is 4 hull, no chance to kill him anymore. Goes for the better shot.
Hit crit and target lock. Hit crit. So he will get ionized.
That is big. This is really big, because you may take the damage now, but no iron token.
Yeah, that's true. That's just what he needed. Otherwise, he would have flown over the debris and would have been like a sitting duck.
Yes, for sure. And now Grievous shoots back, and even with Grievous taking heavy damage, I think this is still not too bad of a round here for Johan.
So 2 hits. Taking 1 on Garvin.
On Garvin, that's fine.
So we do have points on both sides. We got Kaspar in the lead with 28 points versus Johan's 26 points.
Close game, and now we have Zem coming in. Zem is like the big endgame finisher here for Separatists, with the ability for bonus attacks and getting extra target locks and Doku Force. And Grievous has a good chance to get away now, to be like something like a points fortress, keeping his half points alive for the rest of the game.
Sorry, I just had to take a bite of a Snickers bar.
No worries. You need that energy, for sure. Like, after my tournament weekend, I was so done. I was like, so dead.
I'm not being paid to say I'm eating that.
Our new sponsor, Snickers. You can get that at...
If they're listening.
Yeah, if they're listening. I mean, I wouldn't say no to a Snickers sponsorships, for sure.
Flipster is saying, so this is the way. Run head into some rebel beef and just survive.
Yeah. I mean, X-Wing can be so simple, right?
Yeah. It surely never works for me.
It always works with other people. Let's look at Kaspar's options here. Braylon sadly is stressed, so he needs a turn to fly a bit away from the enemy crowd to get rid of the stress for the turn. The K turn or Talon roll. Tennam wisely spent his stress token, so he has a chance for doing the Talon roll, rather than that Debris or even a hard turn to maybe catch Zem. Garvin maybe hard turning or 4K. 4K is also not a bad choice.
Yeah.
And Dutch also a good chance to just point his firing arc into a good direction on the fire spray, but Rebels for sure needs to split up a little bit, which is another good thing here for Johan. It's important for Kaspars here that he needs to stay calm here, even after this round, like where you expected to kill Grievous, and he still survives. Can't get tilted too much.
Yeah. The Brewer crit though, the Nantex. You think he's gonna go straight or just wait one turn to create some distance?
I mean, they have a 3 bank, right? Do they?
Yeah. That would work.
I think 3 bank is absolutely fine here for the Nantex. Especially since Zem is most likely engaging with the enemy this turn, so you want all your wingmen helping you as much as possible.
This is hard.
Yes. But they have taken a bit of time this round, and it's an important round. It's a very important round for the game.
see where Sam is going. Will she go left or right, basically? But yeah, seems a little bit dangerous to go to the left.
A bit, right? But you kind of need your shots.
Yeah.
Game is still not over. Alright, we see a bomb drop for Rebels. Trying to maybe intercept the Nantex. Oh, I forgot about the bombs.
Stopping the Grievous K-turn.
Stopping the Grievous K-turn, stopping a bit of the Nantex move into the flank. Interesting choice for disengagement for Braylon here, actually. Only takes the focus. Braylon a bit in danger here with health points already. And Braylon one of the big offensive firepower pieces here, so every round Braylon is not shooting and tanking damage. You're not happy about that.
It's a quick turnaround.
Landing in front of the debris, but debris is fine for 10. If he can get rid of the stress, he just moves over the debris, get another stress for modding next turn.
So looking at this, it wouldn't be that bad if Sam is taking the left turn.
Yes.
Or left bank.
Yeah. Dutch not taking a new target lock, using his action to rotate his iron turret. Interesting. Very interesting choice. Ooh, little mistake here. Looks like Johan never set his dial.
Oh.
Or that was a mistake, maybe, but I think both players in voice chat are okay with trusting Johan about the right move. That was a sloop to the right.
Still gets hit by that bomb though, and the Nantex.
And the choice from Dutch to rotate his turret, now a very good call here, because that looks very much like a range 1 iron cannon shot, or iron turret shot. Yeah, no surprise with the Nantex here. Decides not to tractor, like, he takes the terminal, I guess, right? Like, looks very close to the terminal. Zab not going left, like we expected, but going right.
This is the first thermal die for Grievous, getting a strain. Brewer.
Safe.
Burber. Yeah, safe.
Yeah, that name is a bit difficult to pronounce, right? I'm just calling him Nantex from now on.
Go. That's 2 hits. Taking 2 damage.
Yeah, 2 damage on the Y-Wing, and that's the thing with beef, like, you are beefy, but you are taking everything anybody is throwing into you.
And he clipped the corner. So Sam is shooting.
And instead of no shots, according to chat. Nope. No valid targets.
Shots.
Ooh, could be a lucky break, you know, for Kaspars in this round. So, or the Rebels shoot first, and then Grievous.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not sure about taking the first shot with Garvin here. I would rather take the first shot with Dutch, range 1, and strain. And only 1 hit.
Yeah.
Straight.
Ooh. He's taking that. Yes, strain.
Alright, let's the player handles that. Still straight. Right, there's no ability to remove the strain, alright.
To 1 hit. On evade. Shall I go in and ping now?
Yeah, I think you should ping him because the first roll should have like be different probably.
I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little bit fatigued.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like this is important, like the strain or not strain.
Yeah.
All right. We have 10 num now with the stress token for offense. Could go for the range 1 shot, and yeah, I like it. Range 1 to them, and you need to take damage into them. Like half points on them would be great, but only one single eyeball result with a crit. Johan thinking about Doku trigger. Calls for the evade, I guess. With 3 dice, it's very likely to get. Calls for the eyeball, actually. Interesting. Nope, doesn't need it. 3 evades. No. easy defense roll, yeah.
So now we'll see with Sam. He recharges 1.
Yeah.
Charge. And gets a target lock.
Yes. Alright, last shot of the round from Grievous. Still alive. On 2. I mean, without mods, using Braylon to activate Grievous' ability. I like it. Can reroll 2 of his attack dice now.
True. Braylon has got no shields left, so
yeah. Especially the crits will hurt now. I think he wants to decide. Yeah, he's pinging Braylon now for sure. Gets the crit, gets 2 rerolls.
Ooh. Hit crit. And he takes hit crit.
Wrong ship.
Oh, no, wrong ship.
He was pinging Brian, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it now. Blinded Pilot. Oh, this is amazingly big and good for Johan here. Because all the rerolls and focus shenanigans of the Braylon B-Wing doesn't work anymore.
That's just stress now.
Yeah, that's super rough. Like against the B-Wing, Blinded Pilot is so amazing for your opponent. Like, I think for B-Wing you rather take like something like structural damage or maybe a direct hit than Blinded Pilot.
So, we're about 40 minutes left of the game. Kaspars in a slight lead with 2 points. But
for how long, right?
Yeah, Dutch has got no shields left. Braylon's only got 2 hull left. Side we have the Nantex who's taking 1 damage. Previous got 2 hull left. Still sneaky and surviving almost everything.
Every round Grievous is still alive and tanking shots from the rebels. It's a big win for Johan, yeah. Num could do like the 10 roll to the left again over the debris cloud for 2 stress, which is fine for him. Absolutely fine. I would like that, I think. Because there's a good chance Grievous is just trying to follow up Braylon just to finish him for points.
Yep.
I can see Zam turning away to utilize the back arc.
Johan is locking in his Sam card. A thermal detonator here from Dutch. It's over the debris. But that's fine.
But fine.
Oh,
I think I would have loved to.
Oh, he did.
It's a crit?
Yeah,
It's a
no,
crit? It's not
no,
fine.
he used the Count Dooku.
Oh, I see. Daoku. Very
Yeah.
good. Very good interaction here. I'm not liking the choice to just look at the Nantex here. Because there's a good chance Zam Vessel is turning away and get a free shot into 10 Nan. Garvin getting very close to his own bombs here.
Going slow. Fearing that stress. And that's on the debris. Taking his stress. Nothing else.
Grievous has the possibility to boost out of the Arc of Garvin here, and I would like that, I think. Just a boost forward for the 1v1 with Braylon with Blinded Pilot.
Yeah.
Going for the... trying to arc dodge both of them. I think it works, actually. Drew's getting away with it.
I'm really sorry. I have to just step away for 1 second. I'll be straight back.
No worries. I got this. This is my stream now. Welcome to Funwok TV. Today casting the Swedish Open. 87 players starting. We're at round 5. 36 minutes left on the clock, and after this round, special guest Max Brook as guest commentary on the stream. One of the former important designers of X-Wing. So if you guys have questions in the chat, you can spam them very, very soon. Alright, this round looks not great for Kaspars at all. Getting hit by his own bomb.
Oof.
Rolled 2 blanks though for the first bomb, so got a little bit lucky here.
Now I'm
3
back.
blanks on the thermal detonators. Those thermal detonators is a friendly fire system, recognizing his friends. Yeah, but alright, it looks like this round, Johan doing all the right moves here. Arc dodging with Grievous. Getting some free shots from the Nantex and Zam.
Yeah. Oh.
Just 2 dice.
Yeah.
Little mistake. For one result, I don't think I spent here. Yeah, just keeping the focus. But Zam has an amazing range 1 shot into 10 numb.
Yes. This might hurt.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 hits.
Using
And 4 hits.
4 hits.
Target lock. So that's 3 damage onto Numb. All the shields gone and 1 hull.
Yeah, sadly he used Oridoku for the brief trigger. Could have gotten a crit here, an extra one, but no worries. Still plenty of damage on 10 Numb. Both B-Wings, both like the hammer of the Rebellies, burning already.
Yeah.
And Zam, no damage. This game looks better and better for Johan now.
See how he finishes out this round. He's in the lead now.
Yeah, for certain. Brain has a shot, but no mods anymore. Blinded Pilot doesn't need it, actually. 2 hits. Nope. Blinded. Alright, doesn't matter, but he has blinded. Remember your crits, boys.
Yeah.
Out of the box 1. Oh, it's 3 blanks. Yes.
Tagging the blinded pilot so they see it.
Yeah, remember that. But the 2 rolls were natty rolls, so doesn't matter. Just delete the last dice.
Yep.
So Zam, do you remember Treacherous here? He does. Can avoid one of the damage. Spends the focus for the other damage and is fine again. It's amazing, right? Now
Yeah.
even the Zam trigger to recharge. No, it's a bonus attack trigger.
Yep.
I think Zam should have still taken 1 damage, right? No. Yep, got it. Alright. So Zam deciding to keep the focus for the offense attack, and I like it. That 1 shield shouldn't matter too much.
Oof.
And
It pays off.
yeah, pays off. Bold choice gets rewarded.
But
Oh!
it doesn't.
Oh, natty rolls.
No, not today, Satan.
Yeah, not today. Last shot for the Rebels here. Iron Cannon, or Iron Turret Cannon from Dutch. Obstructed, sadly. Into them.
It's true, it's about 30 minutes left as well. Dongers says, happy enough, Funwok is the best Wok. Yeah,
Haha,
that is true.
I'm a very good walk. Right. 31 minutes left in the game. Johan in the lead. Very good round for him. Can Rebels turn this game around? Like, very cool first engagement here. They had Krios dead in the sides, but Krios with Treacherous and Impervium plating, tanking a lot of damage. There are some easy points on the board with Grievous only on 2 and the Nantex on 3.
Yeah.
With some good kill boxes and lucky shots. Kaspars can get both of them quite easily, but he needs to get his firing arcs in the right direction.
Yeah.
Very sad for him that Braylon has blinded pilots, so no offensive mods anymore.
Let's see.
And there's still like a big problem for Kaspars here with Zam. Nearly full health on the board, nearly fully charged. And that will be a rough endgame for Rebels if Zam is still alive and coming in with the bonus attacks.
let's see.
All the dials are set, so just the last checks for both players.
Yeah.
Oh, and last minute decisions here for Rebels. I don't like it. Like last minute changes, almost always the wrong choice. And I see several of them, several last minute changes. Like for my play, when I play in tournaments, I'm training myself right now to avoid last minute changes because most of the time your gut feeling, like your first plan, your first move, it's always a really good choice. And the more you think about it and the more you like trying to analyze the plans and everything, the more can go wrong.
I call your double bluff.
Yeah. Right. Let's see if the last minute changes work for Kaspars or not. See a bomb drop system face by Zam. Last Thermal Detonator, I think. No, still has one charge left for another round.
Yep. See a 2-turn.
Keeps the stress, which is fine for 10 nump. Kaspars was smelling the bomb drop for sure, turning away. Dodge.
But is it enough? Yeah.
Yeah, dodge. This round just a support piece. Trying to...
Taking a target lock.
Yeah.
2 target locks, yeah.
Giving a target lock to Draven, his friend. Not Draven, Gawain. Yeah, rebel names. Way too complicated. Ooh, and a talon roll by Gawain tries. Trying to catch Grievous finally. Brilliant. Also a 2 white bank keeping the stress.
Yeah.
Man, it's so sad to see Braylon with like his stress all the time and you can't reroll your dice.
No,
It's his thing.
He's wing clipped.
Curious going for the linked action boost here, but he is still in arc of Gawain with a target lock.
Yeah.
So there is indeed hope for the Rebels.
This is a bullseye shot, I guess, from the Dantex.
Yeah. Takes the tractor to activate his gravitic deflection ability.
And takes it.
Oh no, uses it for arc dodging. Does it work? Yeah. Close, but I think he's out of arc. Nice. Good eye here from Johan.
Yeah, Johan is playing really good.
Yeah, that should be out of arc from 10 up. Maybe still in arc from Brel, but Brel has no mods. Good choice. Detonator time.
So let's see.
dodge, taking 1 damage. Garwin takes the strain.
Yeah.
Oh, another 2 drop.
Nothing. And Garvin. Let's see. Taking a strain. Double strained.
And let the shooting begin.
So that's 1 hit. 1 evade. Raylan. Let's see what Sam is up to.
Lots of choices. Go into Garvin with a strain to maybe get another chip on half points from Rebels. I think I would like that.
Decisions.
True. Or maybe shooting to Dutch, because Dutch is 1 point away from half points. It's not likely that you kill Tenamp here, so shooting to Dutch or Garvin Tracy would be good for some points earning.
Yeah. Garvin's got 2 strains as well.
So 1 strain for this attack, only 2 on defense at range 3.
There we
what
go.
A roll!
Ouch.
Takes everything, and that's for sure health points on Garvin.
That's 2 crits as well.
Fuel leak!
Oh,
That's
so
another extra damage. Damage engine? Shouldn't matter too much anymore.
I still got 1.
No, that's not... Yeah, that's not flipped. It's alright. So... 3 damage.
Yeah,
on Garvin, down to 1.
That is Johan's round, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man. Tenamp, no shots. Arc dodge by the Nantex. Braylon, hoping for a lucky netty roll here. Yes, no mods.
It's 1 hit only.
Not lucky at all.
1 evade.
Yeah. Nantex gets the disrespect evade.
So
This is the best shot Rebels get this round. Target lock onto Grievous, range 2.
yeah, Grievous got 2 hull left.
Yeah.
Target lock.
Oh,
still.
oh no.
And Grievous got a token as well for defense.
Token got rerolls. Oh no. Wanted to see if he can keep his token. Think about just taking the 1 damage to have a better offense. No, don't do that. Don't play games. You are leading. Don't play any games.
This is a shot into Sam.
Sam had 3 charges though, so
Yeah.
if you take that shot, there's most likely a bonus attack incoming, and I don't know if the Y-Wing fans see that. I mean, if the Y-Wing would have like a good target lock or focus mod, yeah, I would have think about that, but not like this. Shouldn't attack here.
Oh. This is the reveal for Sam.
Yeah. Doesn't matter because no shots incoming. Gets
Recharging.
charge back.
Grievous gets a shot on Dutch.
Oh boy, this round.
Oh.
Oh no, fully in favor of Scum. Not Scum, of Separatist.
So that's one hit and double crits again.
That hurts Robert so much. Blue Stabilizer in front of an asteroid.
Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah.
Wounded pilot. This is not looking good.
Not looking good at all. All 4 rebel ships still alive, but all 4 of them. Heavy crits, heavy damage.
Yeah.
It's amazing, right? Because we have only 18 minutes left on the board. Every ship still alive, but oh man. Not looking great for rabbits.
No, that was one heck of a round.
Yeah. I think like in this situation, if you want to be realistic in rabbit shoes, you just try to avoid bleeding MOV too much. So you maybe try to still getting Grievous for points, still trying to get to not lose too many of your ships.
Yeah.
And for Johan, his objective is like he has his win pretty much secured, so he can go for more risky plays to get more MOV, I guess.
Mm. We're cleaning up now, and let's see. I think we might have a guest in the voice chat, actually. Are you with us?
Hello.
Hi, Max.
How you doing? I was just listening in a bit. It sounded like quite a bit of excitement at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on, and Johan is playing a really good game.
Yes. Like the first engagement, it was very difficult for him because rabbits with so much offensive firepower and double mods on all the ships. But Grievous, with his defensive ability, Soulless 1, Imperium plating, Treacherous, was just tanking every single shot, getting away with it. And after that, rabbits a bit out of position. So both them and the Nantex could abuse that, could punish that. Also, nice to meet you, Max.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're running a little bit late, so we've got about 15 minutes left on this game. And it's the last round of the day.
Well, that's fine. I'll use this to warm up.
Yeah.
Very good.
So how much X-Wing do you play, Max?
Well, these days, not a heck of a lot because of the pandemic. And I have not gone in deep on playing online, which does take a slightly different skill set.
Yeah.
You have to sort of build that up too, and I think I am. I'm not a fantastic player at the table. I'm definitely worse online from what I've played so far. Judging the distances, you kind of have to relearn all that a little bit. And I'm not naturally amazing at it to start. So yeah, I haven't gone in deep on the TTS scene, but I am excited to get some games in at some point. Prior to the pandemic, obviously I was playing quite a bit, and because I played it for work, but I was always playing a version of the game that kind of existed 15 minutes in the possible future. So like most of the things most of the lists I've played in the last 2 years never ended up existing for one reason or another.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I occasionally tried to make sure I got like a normal game in, just to be like, what is this game even like? Outside of the realm of the test pool of cards. But yeah.
Yeah, it has to be a bit strange, right? Because in your mind, you all know the coming waves and the new upgrades and ships, and you have to account for that. But then people are asking you about like current stuff, about the current meter without the new stuff, and you have a hard time separating that. So it's interesting.
I've gotten pretty good at it. I've had a lot of practice, so that's a skill I have built up. But yeah, certainly it can be hard. I mean, it's, when people are like, oh, what about this interaction between these two existing cards, especially if they're not like commonly played together. After a points change, oftentimes people would start to like look at things and say like, oh, well, how do these two things interact? And I have to be like, I haven't thought about those cards together in months. I'd have to look at that. And meanwhile, I'm like thinking about how something that's going to be announced is going to work or what have you. So it's just a weird thing. Mm-hmm. It's a little easier now that I've left Asmodee, just because I can like draw kind of a bright line on what I know and what I don't know, because there is now a point after which I don't know. So things are easier in certain respects, but.
Yeah, we had some action here, and Dutch turned in with a 1 bank and swinged around the turn facing Grievous. We had Garvin doing a 1 bank, taking a target lock on Grievous.
Still trying to get Grievous here. I think that's a big goal for Kaspars now. Like, even if he loses, he wants to get that one ship we got away all the game.
Yeah, the one that got away.
Well, and he picked a tough one to take down, because Grievous was designed to be the one that gets away, since that's about the only thing he ever does in Clone Wars.
I know, right? Like, I have to play. Like, one of my good friends, a very good competitive player, plays a ton of Separatist, and he really loves Grievous. And the amount of times where it was using like Impervium Plating to get rid of his a crit, or using Soul S1 for the rerolls was annoying me so much.
Grievous was an interesting one to design, because back when the Separatists were coming out, he was kind of their heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Certainly their big name, but Grievous never really wins any fights. He just doesn't die.
Yeah. He's tanky, right? Like, he's tanking all the shots from the enemy, distracting them.
So let's. I'm just gonna flag in here, because Dutch did do a 1 bank maneuver and lost 1 hull because of that. Yes.
Remember, kids, always use the crit token on the board to remind yourself of the crits. It's really helpful.
Now let's see, a wounded pilot. He's taking a stress.
Yeah, but I don't think Dutch will be much alive properly after this round, so...
Yeah.
Stress is fine.
So Sam is taking the long way around. Probably get a shot in on Dutch here as well. Oh. I think Johan's got this now.
Yeah. Like, the very big round was, like we talked earlier, the one round where I had all targets on Grievous and couldn't kill him, and after that his formation was like broken. He had to do arcward maneuvers to get around.
So let's see if he lives to see another day. Dooku. That's unfortunately 1 crit there already.
Yep.
Unfortunately for Johan, that is.
It's always like that, right? Like, you call Dooku, and you always roll the natty crit. Oh, a 2 evades!
There you go.
That's feeling like an ace. Hello, Paul! Nope, nobody got credit. It's just the Nantex flying around, doing a bit of chip damage, enjoying life. There's no ensnare on the board for Nantex, which a lot of people in the community are happy about.
So, this is the range of...
Wow! Those natty dice.
Reroll. He's gone.
Yep, Brailing Gun.
Yeah.
Getting that early blinded pilot, he wasn't doing anything this game, sadly.
So Johan securing the lead. Let's just get this.
All right, another shot into Curious. Can he get him? Can he get him now? Using the target lock. Oh, another target lock into nothing. The dice are not helping at all for Robert. It's very sad to see.
That's evaded.
Yeah. Soulless 1 reroll. Yeah, Max must be watching this and saying, working as intended.
Well, I didn't design the dice system. I do think it is well designed, but I didn't design it one way or another. That's well before my time on X-Wing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sometimes it's it's a dice game. Sometimes the dice just do their own thing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Alright, but still, Kaspars, he is 4-0 before this round, so still in a very strong position to make cut. If he can win the game after this, he is in the cut for sure. And even if he loses, because his MOV is pretty good right now, like not losing with many points, he still have a good chance to make cut. So
yeah,
he needs to just forget this game right now, just finish it, prepare for the next one, and has still a very good chance to see everybody tomorrow again in the main round.
Yeah, we had just a call for the universal time. Like last round, we're gonna let these players just play it out. It's only a few minutes left.
Rebels are running out of ships anyway, so let's see if we need all that time. So Max, I'm gonna be polite and not asking too many rules questions here about X-Wing.
Oh, definitely. Well, I can only answer some of them. I won't be able to speak to any of the leaked content.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't know how those answers will come down. They may ask me, they may not. But but yeah. But I'm certainly willing to give a shot. But I can't promise that my answers will be validated when formal answers come down.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think everybody in the community is just happy to talk with you and just listen a bit to your thoughts. Like, I know that you have a blog right now where you're collecting a lot of these thoughts, and I think it's super interesting because you're talking about like game design and play testing. And that's
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad people enjoy me rambling.
And for those who are watching, there's a link to Max's blog in the show notes of the stream. You should really check it out because it's good fun reading it as well as it's educating. Typing a little bit here as well.
Oh, one interesting question in my mind, like about all the leaked stuff from the foreign distributors. Like, what are you thinking in the headquarters about that? Like back in your times, was it like, oh damn, not again the Germans or the French?
Oh, I mean, at the end of the day, we couldn't control that. We couldn't worry too much about it. It was sort of like, well, it happened, and to some extent, it was always. Like, well, it's Asmodee's show. If they want to solve it, they can. If they don't, they won't. And so, it was always sort of funny that we'd go through all these, like, measures to try to make sure things didn't leak, and then they'd invariably leak somewhere else. But it was also sort of like, well, it's no skin off my nose to some extent. Like, it doesn't hurt me any. It's just sort of funny.
Yeah. I mean, it makes the community very hype, right? Like, that's also, like, kind of a big win.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's certainly an argument to be had for. I guess I can neither confirm nor deny that the leaks are an intentional marketing strategy. But there's one certainly could create an intentional marketing strategy around leaks, and I would say look no further than Games Workshop. They've very much created an intentional marketing strategy around leaks and around these sort of like intentional strategic leaks that are really more like soft press releases. So that obviously can work really well.
So we just had the Nantex shooting 2 hits and 1 crit into Garvin, which he couldn't avoid.
No surprise here. It's just clean up for Johan now. Like,
yeah,
he's doing his lap of honor, enjoying the win on stream. And with this win, Johan is for sure in the cut tomorrow. Like, he has to be super happy about that.
Yeah, he's been practicing so much. And,
so very cool. At least one Swedish player in the cut, which makes me very happy.
We have a points system in the Discord, in the Swedish chat, and for depending on how much you type. and Johan is in the lead by far.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. He's typing a lot on Discord.
So let's see. 10 Nub is back on the debris field.
Yeah. I'm seeing Julian Hood and Philip Pond, both from the UK. Yeah. Also 5-0 in the cut.
Oh.
See some revenge of the Englishman after all the raids from the Vikings in the past couple of 100 years.
I took no part in that.
You're innocent. I believe you. Alright, Max. One question I can't wait anymore to ask. What was your thoughts about making Vader into a defender? Like, come on!
Oh, yeah, well, so I can't discuss that too deeply. I can say that I was not lead on that product, but I was involved in that decision process, and there will be more information about that in the future that will be interesting.
Okay.
I can tell you that there's more to know about that than what you know already.
All right.
But it was a thing that happened in a book, and we were excited to do it. So I think it'll be pretty cool, and I think it will be. I think it has been implemented again. It wasn't implemented by me, but I think it'll be implemented. I think it's been implemented in a fun way that won't make people completely miserable. So.
Yeah.
So 10 Nub just took 1 damage from the Nantex. And here is the Sam shot. Oh.
Target lock.
Yeah.
Hit crit.
And that's it. Good game.
Yep, that's it. GG. Congratulations to Johan getting into the cuts.
Amazing.
So Kaspars still with a chance. So he can win his next game, then he's in the cut, or he needs to avoid losing too much. So both players. Maybe we see them tomorrow again.
This is amazing. Thank you, everybody's watching. Thank you, Kaspars. Thank you, Johan. Thank you, Funwok, for hanging out with me today. You have done an amazing job. And thank you, Max, for popping in. We will be talking about you a little bit more in just a minute. We are gonna drop out the stream right now just to get everything going for round 6. So I'll see you in a bit, and don't forget to subscribe and like the stream.
Bye-bye.
Bye, see you in a bit.